If the pandemic that shall not be named taught me anything, it would be that you don't need to be abroad to have a beautiful vacation. Whilst the airways were closed, many of us looked a little closer to home for our getaways, and maybe we fell in love once again with the UK, having forgotten previously everything it had to offer. Having said all that, have I jetted off to sunnier destinations since? Absolutely yes, but that's not to say that I and plenty of other holidaymakers are not still looking for UK vacations. And if you're anything like me, the first place you will look to find accommodation is Airbnb or similar home rental sites. So, what about renting your own place out whilst you're away? What are the financial implications of doing so? Well, there are tons of nuances in rental law. So let's just be clear that for the purpose of this blog, we are talking about the short-term let of your furnished home. So in other words, vacation rentals. If that's what you're looking to do, you might be interested in the Rent a Room scheme. This scheme, and this is a quote from HMRC's article, lets you earn up to a threshold of £7,500 per year tax-free from letting out furnished accommodation in your home. This is halved if you share the income with your partner or someone else. You can let out as much of your home as you want. So this will cover vacation rentals, but also having a lodger live with you within your home. So this scheme needs to be opted into. It's not just automatically applied. But once you've done, that's going to save you up to £1,500 in tax. And you will still need to complete a tax return as normal. As ever, there are a few hoops to jump through to qualify. So the rental must not be used for any purpose other than accommodation. So you can't rent out an office or an event space. It can't be unfurnished and therefore for long-term rent. It cannot be separate from your main home. So we're not talking about second properties that are being rented out. And it cannot be rented out whilst you live abroad. So if you're away for a short time, great. If you have moved abroad, you can't use this scheme to rent out your home. So yeah, as we can see, the point of this scheme is really perfect for the Airbnb host. If you're just jetting off for a couple of weeks and you feel comfortable letting others use your home, then your vacations could be paying for themselves by renting your place out. As a note, as we said, this scheme does also apply to renting a room, even if that is long-term to a lodger. Again, the very important thing about this scheme is that it is still your home. As ever, this is just information, and in your specific circumstance, if you need personalized specific advice, then contacting an accountant to talk about your own situation would be best. See our next blog on what costs you can claim when renting out your property for vacations.